people at the school right now need to learn how could we teach them as a parent that we know we got a knowledge, we got a culture, we got experience. Yes, we do, but those don't. The reason why you're here, Nintintjaku, we'll do it together as a community.
The word proud, and that's the way I feel at the moment. I'm really proud to be part of this wonderful effort called the Nintintjaku program. So it's a wonderful effort over a period of about 2 years to get to this. And what a great display. So it's a really, really good effort from the whole of the Fregon community.
We wanted to get mums and dads here at school understanding the value of education. So the program developed through one of the great skills that we have here on the lands, and that's the art centres and art. It's been a wonderful progression to see things happen over the 2 years.
Really nice, colourful. Yeah. Look at that, what's that?
Today we had students from a high school coming over to our school to have a look at the art show, and it was just like being in any museum or art gallery where the children were walking around. They were talking about the paintings, they were talking about the artists that did them. It was just wonderful.
I like playing and Christy, and that's the dog.
I think the kids were really proud of themselves as well, because as students of the school, they were saying that, you know, it was really good having families coming in and, you know, working with them and doing the designs for the kids and be able to do the puzzles with the kids.
One of this really important success story has been making these puzzles. What they are just 16 pieces, and you can see here the children have done the drawings and the artists have done the backgrounds. This is probably a better example here. This is Cassidy's plane with the artists doing the background. And they're gorgeous, they're absolutely gorgeous. And one-offs, so you know, you've got a unique piece of artwork. Altogether, in the last week or so, we've sold 21 of the 43 puzzles, which we are a bit over the moon about. So Carol's actually put a proposal together to see if we can set it up as a social enterprise, which is a fantastic outcome from the project, which was totally unexpected.
It's a great way of showing that those that want to stay here and find an occupation, you know, that's one of the options. So it's good to have options, it's good to have opportunity.
If you don't engage kids first, then they're not going to learn. So it's a no-brainer that the creative arts is an extremely important component of the school environment. And they learn best through creative activities. It's the best tool for engaging children in anything is creative mechanisms, and the visual arts happens to be one of them. The Art Centre and my job has been to assist with the community functioning, the community engagement. So that's mainly the women here in the Art Centre, and they are very key to what happens in the community. And the school is one of those places.
I like to show the young people, and I love to learn them, the young people who know, and they can do it when they get older, and they can get to remember.
Seeing that natural ability and really encouraging it, well, it's just so untapped. In the city, I might be spending 20 minutes at the beginning of a lesson explaining what I would like and going into detail because they need the detail. Here they seem to grasp the crux of what I'm trying to say very quickly, and like racehorses at the gate, ready to go. They're very adaptable, and mark making and pattern, you know, sensing patterns and seeing patterns and colour choices and all that sort of thing from a very young age are quite sophisticated.
petrol bowsers in the town. And the centre of petrol bowsers are fairly drab things, but ours are not drab at all. They're a centrepiece now for the community. The theme around transport, it was wonderful.
What we did to start with the fuel cages, and that's what it looked like before we started it. And then you can see we've got lots of photos of the artist working on the posts.
So the children did the outlines of the cars and the vehicles, and then we got the art centre artists to come and do the infill and make a professional product. So it's been a really good result. It's brightened up this otherwise drab centre of town. It looks fabulous. So yeah, the kids have been really proud of the effort they've made.
Mine is here.
Yeah?
Mine is here.
Where's yours? Up the top?
This mine. That's mine. This mine. Mine. Me and David. This is me and David. And Justin.
I reckon it was, really engaging for families to come in to school and be able to sign their paintings, and the kids doing it as well. Coming together, engaging in school and learning together.
Ngayolo paenda meloni, jawanda jungu. Ngayolo kala uyo palani.
One of the highlights, I suppose, that happened was the books that we developed.
We realised there were lots of books in the school, but there were lots of them that weren't absolutely relevant for the children. We know from past projects that we've done that books about family and the books about the community are really exciting.
And the book, what I'm looking at now is Baden's, and they're very, very good for the kids to read, other kids to read, and the school staff can read. And that way there in future, when he gets older, he can show his kids what he have been doing in school, Fregon School.
I am painting my skirt for APY Lands. I am working with Gladys. APY Lands is fun.
Most of our children are starting to read, or their foundation level. So this was a great start, kick off for them. They took an interest, they loved to show the finished product to their parents.
It was basically our first language, reading in first language, and then also learning in English.
Are, Casarilla, Pepa, Mayolo, Car.
You've got your kids' pictures on them, and the kids can show you what they did at school, and they can read it to you at home. And I really like it. It's good. It's awesome. It's a good idea. So Fregon School is proving really good with the students with this year.
It shows the students that there are many more forms of art that they can express themselves in, and one of them is writing and literacy and building a book. They all love cameras. You only got to leave your camera sitting around for 2 minutes and somebody's got it and they're out photographing.
I celebrate the fact that the children come to school every day. They're not like mainstream children. They come because they see value in what they're getting from school. So it's really important that we can get parents into the school, into our environment, and participate with the children. And then celebrate these outcomes like the bookmaking, like the petrol bowsers, like the art show that we're going to have tonight. We're going to have a community celebration around that. If anything, I've learned along the way that the value of art, and I'm pleased to say that the teachers want to continue that journey.
Jude and James done a wonderful job on working with the families in the art project, and I think it went really well.
We could never have had the success without support from the community, and in fact the Kaltjiti Art Centre was very, very significant.
I would encourage Prime Minister and Government to be able to put in a system again with this art project, because at the end of the day I found that it was really positive learning and education and engaging families.
And pull backwards. You ready? Here it goes. I can come in and help with technique, but I can't get them to embrace their culture and their culture's art. That's the job of the community. So if the project that we're working on can do that, I think that that's very important.
Why is it important? Because they are my generation, they're the generation we need to look at them. Will be this, will be gone. And one day, you will never know. And who's going to pass it on? Who knows here after when all these older ladies and all the Ninti people goes. We don't want that. We still want it to be alive.